Growing up, I believed that being smart was of far greater importance than any sort of physical accomplishment. I put great value in my mind and being smart, but very little value in my body. Hygiene and exercise were always a very low priority, and I still wet the bed. For years, I tried taking medication to try to fix that, but nothing helped. Most nights I would go to bed frightened of what might happen, often waking up feeling ashamed of what I'd done and ashamed of what my body had done. I put very little value on my body and very little value on my identity. This opened up the door for a lot of sin in my life. I started masturbating sometime in middle school. I knew in my heart it was wrong, that God had better plans for me, but I didn't know how else to cope with the stress and the hurt in my life. Somehow I made it through high school, but the loneliness and emptiness that I felt only increased. I started college hoping that things would get better, that this would be my chance to start over, that the sin would disappear, that I would find some semblance of self-worth. But being in a new environment was incredibly difficult for me. The stress that put me under only increased the temptation and the sin in my life. Making it worse, I had a roommate that was incredibly difficult to live with. One night he came home drunk and passed out on the couch. He woke me up in the middle of the night. Moments later he dropped his shorts and started urinating on me. I slipped out to the bathroom feeling hurt and alone. I sat down and cried, feeling ashamed and utterly worthless. After a couple really hard months, I needed a break from everything that was going on in my life. I decided I'd go on a cruise fall getaway. There was a men's time there that was really impactful in my life. I got to hear guys share about what was going on in their lives and the things they were struggling with. It was really amazing to hear people going through hard things, to see that other people have struggles too, and that I wasn't alone. After the men's time was over, I asked Andrew if I could talk to him about some of the things going on in my life. We went for a walk and I shared with him about the sexual sin in my life and the things that I was going through, the hurt and the shame that I felt. It was so incredible to be able to be vulnerable with another person and to be loved and not hurt. As we were walking back, he put his arm around me and prayed for me. To have someone love me when I was so vulnerable and exposed was amazing. I knew that he deeply cared for me and that through him that God cared, that God was with me and that I wasn't alone, that God was going to be with me no matter what happened, no matter what I did, no matter what I'd done. I knew that God wanted me when it felt like no one else did, and I was never going to be alone. Before that night, I believed in God with all my mind. After that night, I believed in my heart that he cared. Like any other relationship, maintaining one with God has been hard, but it's been worth it. And I know that God loves me. It's such a blessing to know that he cares and that he continues to pursue me each and every day. That he cares about me enough to listen when I'm hurting, and that he loves me more than I could ever deserve.